हाय गाइस. सो आवाज़ सुनाई दे रही है? यू गाइस लाइव? You able to hear me? Just 2-3 minutes, and let's see all the others who are just about to come. Hello? Okay, good. So guys, as per the plan, we'll continue discussing further, and this is the next question that we'll be seeing. Which of the following statements most accurately describes the contributions of Indo-Greeks and Kushanas to the cultural history of India? They introduced the satrapi system of military governorship and were the first rulers in India to issue gold coins bearing images of kings and deities. They were responsible for the creation of Mathura School of Art, which was purely indigenous style that rejected all foreign influences, artistic influences. They pioneered the use of Kharosthi script derived from Aramaic for all their administrative and religious inscriptions across the subcontinent. Their patronage led to the replacement of Buddhist themes with Hellenistic deities in Gandhara art, focusing primarily on bacchanalian scenes. Tell which of the answers is right. The answer is yes. Kushanas were actually known for introducing the Kshatrapa system or Kshetrapala system, the territorial land governorship system. Sometimes this is considered to have been the beginning of federal structures. Okay, and Satrapi or military governorship, where Mahakshatrap, great ruler of the province, was the key administrative feature, which we observe in Shaka and Parthian styles of governance. Okay, and Indo-Greeks were actually the first rulers to issue gold coins in this country, but Kushanas were the first to issue maximum number of gold coins in India. Kushanas were the ones who issued maximum number of gold coins. Indo-Greeks are the ones who introduced gold coins. Consider the following statements about the dockyard at Lothal. Lothal's dockyard was connected to the Indus River, which facilitated maritime trade. The dockyard was one of the oldest known best examples of water transport infrastructure in the world. Lothal's dockyard primarily handled goods traded in the western region of Mesopotamia. How many of the above statements either are incorrect? Only one, only two, all three, none of the above. Basically, Lothal का डॉकयार्ड था क्या? What is its significance? The answer for this question, the Lothal wala question, the answer, look, Lothal has been in news recently. This is something this year I'm expecting a question from Indus Valley, particularly around Lothal, Dholapura region, for two things. Ek to Gujarat, because Gujarat has been in news consistently because of gift city, etc. And the second reason being, Lothal is currently one of the India's key proposals in UNESCO potential list. Okay, no. The answer is A. Yes, perfectly right, guys. Lothal's dockyard is one of the oldest known examples of water transport infrastructures in the world. Perfect. Statement 3 is also correct, which is Lothal's dockyard primarily handled goods traded with western region of Mesopotamia. Perfect. Lothal's dockyard was not actually connected to Indus Valley. It was connected to Sabarmati River. Perfect. Yes. Yes, Parth. Lothal's dockyard was connected to Sabarmati River. Okay. इंडस मेसोपोटामिया, सॉरी मोहनजोदारो था ना. Match the following list from the codes given below. Formation of Swaraj Party, first meeting of All India Youth Congress, foundation of the Rashtriya Swayam Sevak Sangh, first convention of All India State People's Conference, 1922, 1925, 1927 and 1928. बताओ बताओ आंसर कहाँ है? You know how your brain starts having culture shocks the minute a question jumps from ancient India to modern India suddenly? The answer for this question is C. 1A. Formation of Swaraj Party 1922. All India Youth Congress 1928. Foundation of Rashtriya Swayam Sevak Sangh actually was 1925. First convention of All India State People's Conference 1927. This was UPSC 1998 prelims question. The Swarajist party founder was Deshbandhu Chittaranjan Das. He was popularly known as Deshbandhu. He was the leader of Swarajist party, obviously along with Motilal Nehru. If you guys remember, during non-cooperation movement, after Gandhi withdrew the non-cooperation movement, Motilal Nehru and Chittaranjan Das wanted to continue the non-cooperation movement from entering the councils. So they wanted to continue the non-cooperation movement by entering the councils, and for entering the councils they needed to fight elections, and to fight elections they created Congress Khilafat Swarajist Party and fought the 1923 elections. They wanted Swaraj for the masses, not for the classes. And Chittaranjan Das especially is known also for being Deshbandhu because he was one of the prominent lawyers who represented all the revolutionary nationalists in their respective cases. And he was barrister defending Aurobindo Ghosh in Alipur bomb conspiracy case in 1908. He was also, Das Babu, Chittaranjan Das was also in news. He founded a newspaper called Forward and changed its name to Liberty. He purchased Forward and changed its name to Liberty. And he was also the first mayor of Calcutta Municipal Corporation. He founded the Swarajist Party along with Motilal Nehru and Hussain Shahid Suhrabadi. ये वही शहीद सुहराबादी है who eventually played a very bad role in the great Calcutta killings of the 1946. Formation of RSS. Keshav Baliram Hegdewar, the first Sarsang Chalak of Rashtriya Swayam Sevak Sangh. He was born in April 1st, 1889. In fact, Hegdewar is also popularly known as Dr. G. He founded RSS in Nagpur in 1925 and then eventually created the females wing in 1936. This is very important for you this year. This year, centenary is being observed of RSS, correct? The union government is observing centenary celebrations of RSS. He was influenced by the writings of Lokmanya Balgangadhar Tilak and V.D. Savarkar. And Hegdewar of Dr. G. Well, also his initial followers included Baba Sahib Apte, Madhukar Bhagwat, Bala Sahib Deoras, Bhayaji Dani. He was rusticated from the school for singing Vande Mataram in violation of the circular banning the singing of Vande Mataram in schools in those days when he was obviously young. And after Hegdewar, another guy, he was the second most important Sangh Sarchalak. I mean, to be honest, Sangh Sanchalak was basically, you can say, today's ideological head of RSS, Govalkar sir. He was groomed by RSS founder Hegdewar, Dr. G. He studied and taught at Banaras Hindu University. He is the author of a bunch of thoughts, We and Our Nationhood Defined. I mean, look, please understand these books are very important given that RSS is celebrating centenary this year. Narendra Modi wrote a biographical of Govalkar in his book Jyoti Punj. So Modi ji's book is Jyoti Punj. Narendra Modi's own book. Match the following. Appointment of Simon Commission, Government of India Act 1935, repeal of the Rowlatt Act, Cripps Mission, Lord Reading, Lord Irwin, Lord Wellington, Lord Linlithgow. Just match the following, guys. I'll just get some water. 1 second. I know. ये माइक की वजह से शायद वॉइस बहुत लंबा बड़ा हो जाता है. The answer for this question is A. So, appointment of Simon Commission, Lord Irwin, 1922. Okay, and Government of India Act was repealed, Wellington, 1935. And Lord Linlithgow Cripps Mission के period में था. And Rowlatt Act, Lord Reading removed the Rowlatt Act. Irwin, 1927. That's how Irwin even comes into the picture of the Civil Disobedience Act, right? Okay, next question. Which of the following is correctly matched? Formation of All India Kisan Sabha, 1935. Foundation of Congress Socialist Party, 1934. Foundation of Forward Bloc, 1936. Foundation of Communist Party of India, 1939. बताओ. See, forward block तो पक्का गलत है, because forward block won't be formed until Subhash Chandra Bose quits Congress, and Bose doesn't quit Congress until 1939. Correct. And again, foundation of Communist Party 1939 is also wrong, because Communist Party herself went through a case called the Meerut Conspiracy case in 1933. So 1933 mein a party should have been there, no, for the government to book a case. So option C and D are definitely wrong. So answer is B. Congress Socialist Party, 1934. The Congress Socialist Party was actually established by Ram Manohar Lohia, who was elected as its first secretary at All India Congress Committee in 1936. He was Lohia, sir, Ram Manohar Lohia, in whose name we even have a hospital here in Delhi. He was highly influenced by Mahatma Gandhi. I mean, eventually Lohia became very important member who fought for the rights of the depressed classes and the backward classes. He even formed the Hind Kisan Panchayat to help farmers. he started Janmani Day, which is essentially like where parliamentarians will directly listen to the grievances of the people. Okay, so the answer here is B. Ram Manohar Lohia is the founder of Congress Socialist Party. Communist Party was formed in 1925, December 26th at Kanpur. The CPI was formed in Kanpur. Previously, the Communist Party was there, but that was actually based in Tashkent. So, important members, the founding members of Communist Party in India were M.N. Roy, Evelyn Trent, Abani Mukherjee, Rosa Fittingoff, Muhammad Ali, Muhammad Shafiq Siddiqui, Rafiq Ahmed of Bhopal, and MPBT Acharya. Eventually, in 1934, it was this Communist Party of India was accepted as the Indian side of the Communist International Movement and legalized in 1942. In fact, in the first Indian elections, the Communist Party of India was the first opposition. Okay, and M.N. Roy, very important guy. This guy was in news recently. Some of his very important books, please see that on the left top corner. M.N. Roy's books: Beyond Communism, New Humanism and Reason, Romanticism and Revolution. Now, if you remember, recently there was a dispute that Ambedkar is actually not the main father of the Indian Constitution, but rather it is actually M.N. Roy. So there was a huge article in Hindu newspaper also. There was discussions among the parliamentarians. Some parliamentarian raised this question saying, why do we give credit to Ambedkar, whereas it is M.N. Roy who was actually the constitutional advisor. He was the founder of the Communist Party of India. He began his political career as an activist. He left India in 1915, organized an underground insurrection in Britain. Obviously, he was supported by British communists like Evelyn Trent. He met Lenin in 1920 and went on to become the international ranking communist leader, M.N. Roy. He moved away from Marxism to become an exponent of radical humanism. In fact, same Roy Saab eventually quit communism. And he suggested the Constituent Assembly for India for the first time in 1934. Eventually, he also became, this eventually became the official demand of Congress, and he was the main key advisor of the constitution making. Yes, Divyas. He gave the first draft, yes. And another very famous communist leader who was also in news recently is A.K. Gopalan. If you remember, आप लोग Polity में you hear about a case called A.K. Gopalan case. A very important key case, the Gopalan case. This guy only. He's a member of Lok Sabha for 5 consecutive terms till his death. He was one of the founding members of the Communist Party of India, and he played a very important role in the Khilafat and Khadi movements, and also for the upliftment of the Harijans. He is one of the key founders of India Coffee House, a workers' cooperative, like a hotel system, which is very popular even today in Kerala. If you go to Thiruvananthapuram city, just in front of the Thiruvananthapuram railway station, near the bus stop, we still have a beautiful circular building called the India Coffee House. South May we still have this coffee cooperative, the India Coffee House. A.K. Gopalan. Okay, next. Which of the following pairs are correctly paired? Separation of Burma from India, appointment of Indian States Commission, holding of examinations for ICS in England and India simultaneously, August offer, Lord Reading, Lord Irwin, Lord Wellington and Lord Linlithgow. देखो बताओ आराम से पढ़ना. Read the question once more. There is no rush. We're not doing anything. We're not going to rush anywhere. Given that obviously this is prelims season, I will ideally keep this question sessions to a lesser time. I mean, it's about 1 hour, max 1 hour, 1 hour, 15 minutes, etc. I won't go more than that, so that it will be you won't feel like you're getting stuck in the same loop daily. But we will have these sessions daily, guys. Same channel, this very same YouTube channel, we will have the questions. The answer for this question is C. Perfect. Tyagi, Anshika, yes, perfect. C, yes, Parth, yes, perfect. C answer. Okay. Now consider the following. What's the following? Death of Motilal Nehru, death of Lala Lajpat Rai, death of C.R. Das, death of Rabindranath Tagore. 1925, 1928, 1931, 1941. Which of the above are incorrectly matched, and choose the answer from the codes given below. 1 and 2, 1 and 3, 2 and 4, 3 and 4. Death of Motilal, death of Lajpat Rai, death of C.R. Das, death of Rabindranath Tagore. The answer would be B. B. 1 and 3. Incorrectly matched, no? If Motilal Nehru was dead in 1925, then how was he the chairman of the Nehru Commission in 1928? Correct? So answer should have been 1 and A or B only, no? Because 1, Motilal Nehru, death 1925 is definitely wrong. And the question is asking incorrect. समझ गए? Next. Siddha medicine, a traditional system of healing, originated in which part of India? Andhra Pradesh, Karnataka, Tamil Nadu, Kerala. Siddha belongs to which state? Andhra Pradesh, Karnataka, Tamil Nadu, Kerala. Siddha belongs to Tamil Nadu. Siddha is a traditional healing method originating in Tamil Nadu. Ayush. In the Ayush ministry, SH, Siddha Homeopathy. It is one of the oldest medical systems known to humanity, focusing on a balance of elements in the body for health and well-being. Tamil Nadu has been one of the major centers for the development and practice of this Siddha medical system. Okay. Consider the following statements about the Shatavahana dynasty's contribution in Sanchi Stupa. This was in current affairs. Satavahana dynasty is credited with adding the Toranas around the great stupa. The Shatavahana kings constructed new stupas at Sanchi as a sign of their devotion to Buddhism. The carvings of Shatavahana built Toranas feature scenes of royal conquests and battles. How many of the above statements is or are correct? दिसंबर में करंट अफेयर्स में था ये. December 2025. So people are telling B. Answer is A. Shatamana contributed in the gateways of the great stupa. Remember, Shatamana kings did not build the stupa. Okay, they did not construct new stupas at Sanchi. They little bit extra carvings, extra designs they put on the existing stupas. Answer is A. And option 2 is also option 3 is also incorrect because the Toranas depict scenes from Jataka tales, not conquests and battles. For those who actually have the yellow book of art and culture, in the chapter, sculptures, I think page number 56 or 58, sculptures have given it. Clearly mentioned that the Toranas have engravings or carvings depicting Jatakas or Buddhist iconography, not battles or nothing about royal conquests or battles. Next, consider the following statements about the Konark Sun Temple. Again, art and culture question. The temple was constructed in the 13th century under the rule of King Narasimhadeva, one of Eastern Ganga dynasty. It is designed as a colossal chariot with 7 wheels on each side, symbolizing sun god's chariot. The temple was primarily constructed using condylite stones. How many of these statements are correct? Only one, only two, all three, none of the above. Is the voice echoing even now? Guys, is the voice echoing now? Something is wrong. 1 second. Please check now. Is the voice echoing even now? There's some problem with the streaming. 1 second. I hope now it doesn't come. अभी सुनाई दे रहा है आपका आवाज? Is it still echoing? Chalo, perfect. So issue to solve again. Next question. See, sonar sun temple. Yeah, the answer for this question will be B, because the how many of the questions are is or are correct बोल के पूछ रहा था. I mean, obviously, only option 2 is incorrect. It is designed as a colossal chariot with 7 wheels on each side. In fact, look, the Konark Sun Temple is one of the key examples of the North Indian Nagara Jagannatha style of temples. Okay? Exactly. The temple is massive. It was built by King Narasimha. It is made of Kondalite stones. Okay? And it's a chariot with 12 pairs of intricately, beautifully carved horses, like a stone chariot. It has wheels, not 7 on each sides. It actually has 12 pairs of wheels, not horses. That's why statement 2 is incorrect. Rest 2 are correct. The temple is constructed by 13th century King Narasimha, one of Eastern Ganga dynasty, and the temple is primarily constructed of Kondalite stone. One speciality that all of you should remember about, especially the Odisha style of architecture or Odisha style of constructions, is in the Odisha temples. Okay, remember this, in the Odisha temples, the temples actually do not have pillars. I mean the roof. Instead, the roof has iron beams. Unlike other temples which we see, Odisha में temples में pillars नहीं होता है. That's speciality of Odisha. Consider the following statements. Sri Narayan Guru promoted inter-caste marriages to combat caste-based discrimination. He actively supported the Vaikom Satyagraha, which aimed to achieve temple entry rights for oppressed communities. His teachings included the abolition of all forms of religious practices. Which of the above statements is or are correct? One and two. One and three. 2 and 3. 1, 2 and 3. Sri Narayan Guru. Answer definitely is A. Statement 1 and 2 are correct, which is Sri Narayan Guru promoted intercaste marriages. He protested against caste-based discrimination. He obviously and actively supported Vaikom Satyagraha. He was actually one of the key members in Vaikom Satyagraha, along with Periyar Ramasamy Naikar. He was not an anti-casteist. He was a reformist. He was an anti-casteist. He was not an anti-religionist. He wanted religion to exist, but have reforms within them. Whereas Narayan Guru's friend, or you can say compatriot in the Vaikom Satyagraha, Periyar Ramasamy Naikar, was somebody who was against religion. Okay, next question. Consider the following statements. The Harappan script is primarily undeciphered with no confirmed linguistic connections. It appears only on seals depicting motifs like unicorns and bulls. Select the correct answers from the codes given below. Both statement 1 and statement 2 are correct, and statement 2 is the correct explanation of statement 1. Both statement 1 and statement 2 are correct, and statement 2 is not the correct explanation of statement 1. Statement 1 is correct, but statement 2 is incorrect. Statement 1 is incorrect, but statement 2 is correct. See what you can put as an answer. See, all these questions are from the topics of current affairs which have come in the last 2 to 3 about from October, November, December, January, February tak. So basically based on current affairs only a good amount of your prelims paper comes. So technically in a way you are revising your current affairs topics. So these are like the most probable questions which might come. Answer is C. Yes, C. Statement 1 is correct. Harappan script remains non-deciphered. Look, it appears only. The minute is an extremist statement called only on the seals depicting animal motifs and unicorn bulls. Statement 2 galat ho gaya na? Because the script is not limited to only seals, it is also seen on pottery, it is on clay inscriptions, copper tablets, numerous places. Oh yeah, signboards were also there, exactly. Like Dholavira, at the entrance at the Dholavira, we had a huge signboard written in gypsum. Consider the following statements about the national anthem. The anthem must always be sung in a group setting. Individual singing is not permitted. The anthem can be played in instrumental form without accompanying vocals, and the tempo of the anthem must conform to the official prescribed timing. How many of the above statements either are correct? Only one, only two, all three, none of the above. The national anthem rules is B, only two. It can be played instrumentally without vocals, and the tempo must be kept to the approximately 52-second timing. Statement 1 is incorrect because individual singing of the national anthem is also permitted, na? Not necessary that it has to be sung only in group. So statement 1 is correct, statement 2 and 3 are correct, statement 1 is incorrect. Next question. Consider the following statements about Sant Narahari Tirtha. He was a prominent disciple of Madhavacharya and propagated Dvaita philosophy. He composed devotional songs in Kannada under the pen name Raghukula Tilaka. He established the first Vaishnavite educational institution in Kalinga. For national song, recently diya tha na Pritam. They put a proposal, no, to increase the paragraphs, etc. How many of the above statements either are incorrect? Only one, only two, all three, none of the above. The incorrect, Sant Narahari Tirtha. Statement 1 and 2 are correct. Statement 3 is incorrect because he was not the first Vaishnavite to institute. Rather, he propagated Dvaita philosophy and he was a disciple of Madhavacharya. He wrote in Kannada devotional songs. You can understand. Where is Kalinga? Kalinga is in Odisha, but this guy is from Karnataka, no? So that's why the two are not even connected. For us to justify that he was the first educational institution in Kalinga kingdom. Which of the following best describes the alignment of Konark Sun Temple with celestial events? It aligns with the position of moon during equinox. It is oriented to track the movements of Venus in the night sky. It is aligned with the Tropic of Cancer. It is oriented to allow the first rays of sun to illuminate the sanctum. Konark Sun Temple, celestial lines. Yeah, recently this was in news. January. Perfectly right. Exactly. Those who have been to this temple will know this. That the temple is designed in such a way that the first rays of the sun directly fall into the sanctum sanctorum. The alignment reflects advanced astronomical knowledge of the people of the era in which it was being built. Who among the following capitalists served as AICC treasurer for many years and went to jail in 1930? G.D. Birla, Jamanlal Bajaj, J.R.D. Tata, Walchand Hirachand. AICC treasurer. Voice clear, Habi? No echo, right? The answer for this question is B. Jamanlal Bajaj. He's actually Bachraj. Jamanlal Bachraj. Okay. Next question. Which of the following novels were written by B. Premchand? ये recently current affairs में था ये. प्रेमाश्रम, चार अध्याय, रंगभूमि एंड गोदान. चार अध्याय वैसे इज वेरी पॉपुलर नॉवल हिंदी में. Answer is C. Premashram, Rangbhumi, Godan. These are books of Munshi Premchand. B. Premchand, or commonly called Munshi Premchand. Who made the Deepavali Declaration and when? Lord Irwin 1929, Lord Linlithgow 1940, Gandhi 1930, Subhash Chandra Bose 1941. Oh, this is something I told clearly in the class. This was mentioned in the class. दीपावली डिक्लेरेशन 31st of October में को दिया था. Yeah, Lord Irwin. Deepavali Declaration, October 31st, 1929, according to which the objective of the British policy is to grant dominion status to India, and a roundtable conference would be held in this regard to discuss the Simon proposals and the Nehru proposals. Lord Irwin was the guy who gave the Deepavali Declaration. Perfectly right. Who said Muslims were fools to ask for safeguards and Hindus were greater fools to refuse them? Jawaharlal Nehru, Abul Kalam Azad, Muhammad Ali and Subhash Bose. Who said this? Muslims were fools to ask for safeguards and Hindus were bigger fools to actually oppose the same. Abul Kalam Azad. Maulana Sahib, yes. Maulana Abul Kalam Azad opposed this. Muslims were fools to ask for safeguards and Hindus were greater fools to refuse them. Who said this orderly, disciplined anarchy should go? And if as a result there would be complete lawlessness, I would risk it. Jawaharlal Nehru, Gandhi, Rajagopalachari, and Vallabhbhai Patel. Who might have said this? If there is this orderly, disciplined anarchy should go. It was actually said by Gandhi. Immediately after the non-cooperation movement, there was a meeting of the, obviously in the final days of non-cooperation movement, there was a meeting but by Lord Kinnock. Kinnock was Secretary of State for India. Gandhi, Nehru, Jinnah Sahab, and members representing Punjab and members representing Christians as well. So in that council discussion or this conference discussion to break the deadlock, British continue to argue that the British rule in India is important because it gives orderly, disciplined government. For that word, Gandhi told us this orderly, disciplined anarchy should go, and if as a result there is complete lawlessness, I would risk it. It is basically a statement by Gandhi. When was the Federation of Indian Chambers of Commerce and Industry formed, or FICCI? When was the FICCI founded? 1905, 1907, 1917 and 1927. FICCI was founded in 1927. It was established on the advice of Mahatma Gandhi by Ghanshyam Das Ji Birla, G.D. Birla and Purushottam Das Thakur Das. It is the largest, oldest and you can say peak or apex business organization in this country. Answer is FICCI was formed in 1927. Remember it this way. Simon Commission came in the same year when FICCI was formed. Okay. What is the new name of the newspaper published by the Indian Muslim League? Qawm, Inqilab, The Star of India and Bombay Chronicle. Muslim League का न्यूज़पेपर. Obviously जिसका ओनर पब्लिशर जिन्ना साहब थे. स्टार ऑफ इंडिया, द स्टार ऑफ इंडिया, स्टार ऑफ इंडिया, स्टार ऑफ इंडिया इज़ अ न्यूज़पेपर. इनकलाब ये सब तो हमारे थे. कौम इनकलाब तो इंडिया के पेपर थे. Match the lists. Nagpur session 1920, Madras session 27, Calcutta 28, Lahore 29. Changes in the Constitution of Congress, return of Gandhi to active politics after 6 years, independence resolution passed for the first time with the insistence of Gandhi, and resolution of the fundamental rights and the national policy. इसमें काफ़ी कंफ्यूजन होगा इस वाले क्वेश्चन में. The answer for this is C. बिल्कुल सही जवाब. Madras Congress session independence resolution. For the first time with the insistence of Jawaharlal Nehru. Only resolution. Calcutta Congress session, return of Gandhi to active politics after 6 years. 3B to C. 1A obviously changes in the structure of the Congress, because it was in Nagpur session 1920 that Gandhi changed the character of Congress. Congress was to be representing itself as members of Pradesh Congress Committee, the linguistic provinces. From that, people will elect All India Congress Committee. From that, people will elect a Congress Working Committee. From that, Congress Working Committee will work with the Congress President. एक democratic structure लाया था Congress में in Nagpur session 1920. Gandhi brought it. List out the following from the codes given below. Correct pairing. First session of Roundtable Conference. Beginning of Indianization of officer cadre in the Indian Army. Cabinet mission plan. And formation of Congress ministries in the provinces. Lord Reading, Lord Irwin, Lord Linlithgow, Lord Wavell. It is very easy to guess the answer also, even if you don't know all the factual information. Answer has to be A. The answer has to be A. मैं डाल दूँगा PDF. Okay. Answer has to be A. Remember, first roundtable conference जब हुआ था, Congress did not attend, right? And because Congress did not attend, Irwin was sent back to India to convince Congress to convince that Congress will come and attend the second roundtable conference. So that's why Lord Irwin, first Congress session. The second part is Cabinet Mission Plan. Cabinet Mission Plan 1946. In 1946, the Viceroy was Wavell. After Wavell, Mountbatten came, right, in 47. So, one must be A. Sorry. First round, one must be B. 2, okay, fine. 3 must be D. 1B, 3D is only matching option A. Arrange the following in chronological order. This type of questions used to come years back. Second session of the Roundtable Conference, Gandhi-Irwin Pact, Communal Award. Third Roundtable Conference, Pune Pact. Select the answers from the codes given below. Maybe you can give the answer quite easily if you have the fundamental idea of the question or fundamental idea of the chronology, which I keep telling. Don't remember the year, remember which event happened after which event. Just to put the answer clearly for you, remember this. Remember this. Answer has to be, see, first Gandhi-Irwin Pact will happen. After this, Gandhi attended the second roundtable conference. 2-1. After that, third roundtable conference happened. Then Communal Award was given. Then the Pune Pact was given, right? The answer has to be B. 2-1-4. 3-5. 21435. There's a print mistake there. B और D दोनों उस ईयर में दोनों एक ही आया था. I mean, this question went for elimination, but remember 21435. The Pune Pact was one of the most important pacts which ever happened in this country. I mean, before independence. In fact, Pune Pact, technically you can say, began the process of removing away untouchability. It was signed between Madan Mohan Malviya, B.R. Ambedkar, basically to break the fast on to death of Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi in Yerawada jail in Pune. At the center of the entire dispute was the Ramsay MacDonald Award, which was given by the British Prime Minister Ramsay MacDonald, obviously giving separate electorate to Dalits. Now, Dalits getting separate electorate basically means that Dalits will now be treated as a separate religious entity from Hinduism. Gandhi feared this would divide the country further on caste lines, just like how it has divided the country on religious lines, and it marked the start of fight against untouchability, both even by Congress. And Ambedkar basically said this famous quotation: equality may be a fiction, but nonetheless one must accept it as a governing principle of a society. Okay, the last question for the day. Escape of Subhash Chandra Bose from India, celebration of Day of Deliverance by Muslim League, resignation of Congress ministries, Lahore resolution of League demanding separate state for Muslims, Quit India resolution by Congress. Okay, a hint I'll give you. Deliverance Day was celebrated by Muslim League to succeed or to celebrate the ending of Congress ministries, which was formed after the 1935 provincial elections in this country. During World War II, all the Congress provincial governments resigned in protest. उस रेजिग्नेशन को सेलिब्रेट करते हुए मुस्लिम लीग ऑब्जर्व्ड डे ऑफ डिलीवरेंस. Answer is C, yes. कांग्रेस मिनिस्ट्रीज खत्म हो गए, देन तुरंत डे ऑफ डिलीवरेंस सेलिब्रेट हुआ, एंड इतने में लाहौर रेजोल्यूशन पास हुआ डिमांडिंग सेपरेट ट्रेड. देन सुभाष बाबू भाग गए इंडिया से, and Quit India resolution was passed by Congress. But remember this word, Day of Deliverance or Deliverance Day, very important. Okay. So guys, that's a series of important questions, most probable questions for the day today. And let us meet tomorrow night at 10:30 p.m. and we will continue these sessions, okay? Thank you. You have a nice day, or rather nice night. Good night, guys. I hope these sessions are useful for you. They've been useful so far to everybody, every year. So I hope you guys also feel them useful. Okay. Thank you, guys.